Comfrey is a profound healer. It's one of the things that we have to be careful of when using Comfrey with wounds, is that it does work so well that if you have any bacteria in the wound and it heals on the surface without healing deep inside first, then you, yes, can get an infection. So what I have here is some Comfrey oil, and I have made this with olive oil and fresh Comfrey. And I've cold infused it. I prefer to use fresh plant material and do a cold infusion rather than dry plant material and heat. Because anytime you heat oil, you have an opportunity for the oil to become rancid more quickly. And I have some honey. You don't want honey that has beeswax and bee particles and propolis. You want a clean filtered honey for this. You don't want to have anything else involved. And I have a little jar of Yarrow tincture that I will spray on the wound before I put the honey and Comfrey on there. I make this in small quantities because with wounds we're often going to be dipping our fingers in it, and I don't want to have a lot of double dipping going on. So that's about half of this measuring cup full. Now, honey alone can be used for wounds as well, and it's very well known for its antibiotic properties, which is one of the reasons it works so well with the Comfrey, because it creates an effective antibacterial block, and even honey by itself is an effective wound healer. And what the combination does, you have the antibacterial and the healing properties of the honey, and then you have the healing properties of the Comfrey. And we all know that Comfrey's common name is Knitbone, and that is because it has the profound ability to knit tissue together. And the constituent that does that is called Allantoin. And it actually is a constituent that proliferates cell growth. So I'm just getting this, we've got oil and liquid. I'm just going to try to mix it up as good as I can. Because I do not want to double dip, I'm only going to take a small amount of this out. And I'm going to put it in a lid, and I will use that. And then when I'm finished with that, I'm finished with it, and it will go into the compost and not be used for anything else. My youngest grandchild called him Banana, so I still call him Banana. So we're going to call him Banana for the sake of this. He came home one night with this gaping wound. We have no idea what happened. I mean, to me it looks like something bit him and just took a chunk out of him. And it was as deep as my finger. So when I got there a few days later, it was smelly and infected. It was not nice. So we immediately started with the Yarrow and the honey and the Comfrey, and a couple days later, that's what we had. The next day, the infection was gone, and then the healing started to happen, and then it gradually healed from the inside out and just got smaller and smaller and smaller until he has just this little tiny scar. And good old Banana, I think he's 14, maybe 15 now. He's getting old, but he's still around. And what using Yarrow as an antibacterial wash and then applying honey and Comfrey does is provide that environment that helps the body heal from deep tissue wounds.
This has been a production of West Virginia Public Broadcasting.